What's up, Dolphins Nation? Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the latest news and updates on your Miami Dolphins. Today, we're diving into some critical updates about our star quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, and his potential return after that scary Week 2 concussion. We'll also touch on some roster moves heading into this week's game against the Colts. Before we get started, though, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a beat on everything Dolphins. Now, let's get into it. As always, this team is constantly pushing to improve and bring the best results for the fans. We know it's been a tough stretch, especially without Tua, but trust me when I say, this team is grinding to get back on track. Everyone from Coach Mike McDaniel to the newest guys on the roster is working around the clock to ensure we finish this season strong. And now, let's talk about what everyone's been waiting for, Tua Tagovailoa's potential return. In Week 2, our hearts dropped when Tua went down after a rough collision with Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin. The image of Tua lying on the ground in that fencing posture, a sign of severe head trauma, was hard to watch. At that moment, we weren't just worried about football. We were worried about the man himself. Since then, the conversation around Tua hasn't just been about his return to the game, but about whether he should continue playing at all. With the growing concern over concussions and long-term health risks, many in the league have wondered if Tua should step away for good. But let me tell you this, Tua is not backing down. After extensive evaluations with medical experts, Tua is determined to return to the field and lead the Dolphins once again. Now, let's talk timelines. Tua was placed on injured reserve (IR) after the Week 2 hit, which meant he would miss at least 4 games. Thankfully, Tua has made great progress in his recovery. He's been out of the concussion protocol for weeks now, and he's expected to return to practice this week. If everything goes well, we could see Tua back under center as early as Week 8 against the Arizona Cardinals. And let's be honest, Dolphins fans, we need him back. Without Tua, our offense has struggled. In the last 3 games, we've managed just 2 touchdowns and an average of 10 points per game. We've got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, 2 of the best playmakers in the league, but without our leader in the huddle, we haven't been able to maximize their potential. The good news: if Tua comes back for Week 8, we'll have a great shot at turning this season around. Coach Mike McDaniel hasn't confirmed Tua's return just yet, but he's been clear that the team is being extra cautious with his recovery, saying, "We want him back, but we're letting the process happen. We're not rushing anything." So what happens when Tua returns? First and foremost, we regain that stability at the quarterback position. It's no secret that Tyler Huntley and Skylar Thompson have struggled in Tua's absence. While they've done their best, the offense hasn't had the same firepower. With Tua, we've got a quarterback who knows the system inside and out, someone who can read defenses and get the ball to our playmakers. When Tua's back, we can expect the offense to be much more explosive. And let's not forget, Tua was playing some of the best football of his career before the injury. His ability to extend plays and make precise throws downfield is something this team desperately needs to unlock its full potential. In other news, the Dolphins made some significant roster adjustments this week. The team announced that they've added quarterback Tim Boyle to the active roster, a move that gives us additional depth at the position as we await Tua's return. For those unfamiliar with Boyle, he's been around the league, playing for teams like the Packers, Lions, and most recently, the Jets. He's got experience, and while he's not expected to be the long-term solution, having a seasoned backup never hurts. At the same time, we've had to place long snapper Blake Ferguson on the non-football injury list, which is definitely a setback. In response, the team signed Matt Overton to the practice squad and elevated him for Week 7. Overton's a veteran who's been around the league for a while, so we're confident he can step in and handle the job this week. Alright, Dolphins Nation, let's take stock of where we are. We're sitting at 0-3 since Tua went down, and our offense has looked shaky at best. The defense has had its moments but hasn't been able to carry the load. With Tua's return on the horizon, though, there's hope that we can get back to the team we saw in Week 1, a team capable of putting up points and competing at a high level. If we can get past the Colts this Sunday and head into Week 8 with a win, it'll give us some momentum heading into the second half of the season. But make no mistake, we need Tua back to truly make a playoff push. His presence changes everything, and it could be the difference between a middling season and a real run at the postseason. So now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Tua should come back as soon as Week 8, or should the Dolphins be extra cautious and give him more time to recover? How are you feeling about the team's chances without him? And what do you think about the addition of Tim Boyle? Do you think he could step in if needed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from Dolphins Nation, and your opinions mean everything to us. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. We've got a big game coming up against the Colts, and we'll be right here to break it all down for you. Until next time, fins up. Let's get that win on Sunday, and hopefully, we'll be seeing Tua back on the field soon. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates on Tua's return and the rest of this Dolphins season. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video.